Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to my power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Machakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers. Peace and blessings to all full elect. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. I'm the brother Qadar from the GMS branch from Chicago, coming back with another video. This video is going to be entitled, "This Devil Takes Everything and Pollutes It." Okay? Because when you look at this earth and when you look at how the Most High made it a paradise, you know, it is what it's meant to be meant to be, you know, which that word paradise goes into Idan in the Hebrew, and the way the earth is supposed to be managed and the way the earth is. Esau Edom does the complete opposite. Okay? And just to throw an example, we were talking about this in the Monday class live stream. Esau, for example, the land Sabbath. Okay, where 6 years you can till the ground, and in the 7th year you will have to give that land a rest. You know, you have to give that land its rest. Okay, but Esau Edom doesn't follow that. You know, that's why Gad will move around, you know, to let the land rest, to go to a different land, you know. But Esau, Esau doesn't follow the land Sabbath, man. You know, he just continues to use, you know. And when the land can bring forth the fruit, when the land can't yield the fruit that it was supposed to bring forth, what does Esau do? He uses fertilizers. Now he's forcing it to grow. Now he's forcing it to yield forth fruit. But now it's polluted because of the pesticides that he's spraying on it. Okay? And even if you use these fertilizers, it's not going to be as fruitful as the land bringing forth that fruit naturally, man. All right, if you understand what I'm saying. Okay? And that fertilizers, that passes over into the rivers and the lakes, which causes that bluish green algae things, you know, which chokes up and starves the fishes and what they eat, man. You know, so just that simple rule alone by the Most High can prevent so much damage on the earth. But this devil doesn't follow that, man. As a matter of fact, everything that the Most High has set up, he literally does the exact opposite, man. The man is supposed to be over a woman. In this society, he pushes a woman over a man. All right, the scripture says, "I've created a new thing. A woman shall compass a man." All right. Like the scripture says, "Children are their oppressors and women rule over them." You know, paraphrasing. All right. So, hey, this is how you know we're in hell, man. We're in a living nightmare, and we need Yahweh Shai to come deliver us speedily. All right. Yahweh Shai Nawa Mahar. All right, deliver us speedily, man. We need to get the hell up out of here, man, because this kingdom is polluted, dog. Okay, so let me just read this. This is from the older brother Shakal here in GMS Chicago. This is his precept of the day. This is something that we do, you know, where a brother drops a precept, breaks it down, and our job is to precept that brother's precept with a similar precept. Okay. So the precept that he put down was this: Ecclesiastes 5:9. It says, "Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field." All right, the profit of the earth is for all, man. Okay. So, and let me read the brother's breakdown. It says, "Esau is the devil. The earth was made for everybody to be able to partake, but he heaps it all to himself." Okay. So, give me 1 second. It says he heaps it all to himself. Even in the kingdom, the heathen will be able to enjoy it. Exactly. After their 1,000 years of slavery, the only nation that wasn't promised mercy was Esau Edom. He'll be exterminated. But after that, the nation is going to be in their land. They're going to have to follow the law, statute, commandments, but they'll be at peace. Okay, as long as they do right, because the earth is going to be at peace because of the righteous rulership, man. So they're going to enjoy it. The animals going to enjoy the kingdom. Okay, but all this devil does is heaps all things to himself. You know, just watching the Elder Bishop Tazadagba, you know, he mentioned a similar topic, how Esau has everything, yet he's still not satisfied. Okay, and that's how you know when somebody is a niggard. All right, a niggard, man. Let me get that word. A stingy or ungenerous person. That's Esau Edom. And he don't even share the blessing with the lower level Edomites, man. They're suffering under him. Okay. You know, and that's how you know that this dude is the devil. Okay, that the Bible speaks of. This is the book of Habakkuk 2, and I'll start at verse 4. You can read up, but I'll start at verse 4. It says, fuck it. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Okay, so Esau Edom, and his spirit is just not right. He was created to be the wicked. All right, it says in Revelation 6, all right, hey, he was made to take peace from the earth. Hey, this devil has taken away peace from the earth in all ways possible. You know, every way possible, man, by promoting the wickedness. All right, polluting the minds of these people. All right, fucking up their bodies. All right, hey, you breathing in pollution, you eating and drinking pollution, man. We eat our bread defiled. Okay, so it says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, which is the wicked philosophy that he pushes, and that has made the whole earth drunken. All right, as it says in Revelation 18. And that's how you know Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is in a power seat right now, because his vibration is on the earth. This is why the whole world is in the state that it's in right now. You know, it says, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Okay, hey, this nigga's in everybody's business. 750 to 800 military bases all around the globe. Okay, slapping tariffs on everybody. Hey, this is the devil. Okay, it says, 1 second. All right, it says, who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. Okay, this devil cannot be satisfied. He's insatiable. Let's get that word, insatiable. It says, being unable to be satisfied. Okay, not the fucking Netflix show. I didn't even know it was a Netflix show called that. I'm just grabbing a straight definition. It says, of an appetite or desire impossible to satisfy. And that's Esau Edom. He just wants more and more and more and more. That's his spirit. You know? It says, and is as death. Okay, it cannot be satisfied. This devil is as death. All right, everything he touches, it becomes death. You know, he pollutes and fucks up everything he touches, man. It says, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Okay? And that's this devil, man. All right, hey, as a matter of fact, let me grab the Psalms. Is this Psalms 58 and 3? It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. All right, and that's the spirit of Esau Edom. It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the death adder that's stopping for her ear. And that poison is that wicked philosophy that's been pushed all around the globe. Okay? That wicked vibration of America. Okay? Let me grab this Micah 2:1. I don't plan on making this video too long. This is Micah 2 and verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. And Esau does this. It says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And that's what they do. They meditate upon how to fuck over the lives of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? The Israelites, even more. All right? Scripture say they can't sleep unless they do some mischief, paraphrasing. You know, so that's the spirit of a devil. You know? He can finally get good night rest when he finds another way to fuck you guys over. All right, it says verse 2, and they covet fields. Covet means to desire. It says, and take them by violence, and houses to take them away. Okay? And that's what this devil does. First and foremost, he's taken this land from the natives. Okay? And I'm talking about Issachar and Gad, the so-called Native Americans and the Mexicans and the Seminole Indians. Because Native American simply means native to America. You know? Hey, this guy has taken over Australia, called himself Australian. He's taken over America, called himself Americans. You know? He's just everybody except for Esau, Edom, except for the so-called white man. He's just running away from that word Esau. Because he knows what comes with it. You know? But the whole world is finding this out, that he's the devil. It says, and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And that's exactly what this devil has done, man. Okay? So Esau, Edom, has taken peace from the earth, man. All right? And for that, he's going to have to be taken out of power and judged for it, man. There's consequences. He got to suffer the ramifications for his actions upon the earth. All right? As a matter of fact, before I close out, you know, there's a... which bros should be familiar with this show, Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know, when he was fighting Fire Lord Ozai, when he was in his avatar state, you know, he basically told him, Fire Lord Ozai, you and your forefathers have devastated the balance of this earth, you know, or devastated the balance of this world, you know, and you shall pay the ultimate price, you know, and that was one of the coldest scenes of all time, man, because in that state, in that avatar state, he had the voice of all of his predecessors, all of his past reincarnations, man. That shit was so raw. That shit was so raw, man. You know? Hey, Esau's going to have to pay, man. You know, so, Lord, whether this is edifying, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shai, Bashem, Kakodash. And I want to honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings, Lord, for a leg, Lord, willing to be a part of that number. Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Wa Baba Ball.